Hello, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful friends. So today we're going to be talking about the eviction moratoriums that are in place currently for New Jersey, Florida, and the CDC. So just so we all are aware of what a moratorium means, especially when it's on the basis of evictions, basically means that there is a temporary suspension on evictions. Okay, so a moratorium is temporarily suspending evictions and keeping them from happening. So this is why if you haven't paid rent, you haven't gotten evicted. There's also different types of moratoriums in place right now, such as foreclosure, but we're going to stay focused on the evictions. So right now, New Jersey's eviction moratorium is going to be expiring on October 5th, and it can get extended. However, if it gets expired, then the CDC's moratorium takes precedence. Florida's moratorium on evictions has expired. It is done. So the CDC's moratorium for evictions has now taken precedence. Right now, there is a lot of associations trying to battle the CDC because they don't feel that the CDC has the place to put a national moratorium on evictions. Why? Because it's keeping landlords from being able to make money, therefore affecting the economy. However, the moratoriums are currently in place to help protect renters from becoming homeless, because if renters became homeless, then that would mean that we would be looking at a very, very, very high potential of having a very dramatic spike in COVID-19 cases. Now, I completely understand both sides. It's not fair for the tenants and it's not fair for the landlords, and everybody's struggling. Hopefully, this small clip of a video can help you guys understand the basis of the moratoriums, their deadlines as of today, and how you can kind of handle them. For instance, there is a Missouri county right now that has been doing evictions against the CDC's moratorium, okay? And that is just so sad, because that means that a lot of people are becoming homeless. A lot of people are now being put into risk of being infected by COVID-19, and that's just not really good for our entire nation and our communities as an entirety. For example, let's just take one thing into consideration. Statistically speaking, there's about 40 million renters that are facing eviction currently, and or in turn homelessness, and that is across the USA as a whole. In New Jersey alone, from about April, March, or May, I believe. I can't remember the specific date, but from one of these days all the way up until August, 35,000 eviction filings were made. If you really think about it, that's a lot of people going homeless. That's a lot of families left out on the streets, and that's a lot of unsanitary positionings that we're placing onto our community. Personally, I feel like helping the landlords and the tenants at the same time would be amazing. However, I can't make those decisions, and we have to rely solely upon larger entity to give us the resources that we need. If you are wanting to be eligible for the CDC moratorium, you have to do what the CDC's moratorium states for you to do. I have gone ahead and linked the moratorium in the above description or below description, depending on social media platform you have found me on. Basically, in a short clip, moratorium requires that you make $99,000 or less as a single individual, or that you make $198,000 or less as a married couple. Now, more formally, you have to put into writing in the form of a declaration that you are struggling and that the pandemic has put you in a very, very, very hardship. You also have to make it apparent that The reason is because of COVID-19, and that if you were evicted, that you would be forced to be on the streets, and or you would be forced to double up into somebody else's household, which is then putting you at even more of a risk of contracting COVID-19. There is additional terms and conditions with the CDC's requirements for making sure that you're doing this correctly. Please check the description to make sure you are aware of everything that the CDC has put into place. For landlords, there is a lot of financial assistance, and I'm really hoping that a lot of the landlords that may be watching this right now have taken into consideration the PPP as well as the SBA. Yes, most of those have closed out already, but I'm hoping that you guys got one foot inside the door and were able to get those as quickly as possible. Now, I really hope that this COVID-19 nonsense could just end so we can all go back to living our normal day-to-day lives, but sadly that's not looking like it's going to be happening anytime soon. I really, really, really hope that we can work this out together and that our government can start to help us a little bit more, especially the landlords with private financing that are not protected by the federal-backed terms for foreclosure moratoriums. With all this being said, please take it easy on one another. I know it's not as simple as it sounds, but just try to give each other a chance since nobody else is looking out for you or your renters or your landlords or anyone for that instance. Try to make a deal, try to make payments, do your best of what you can. You can still get unemployment. In New Jersey, I believe that they have approved the 300. Florida, I'm not entirely too sure, but it's worth checking out and trying to get into the loop. I really hope that everyone is doing okay out there, and please stay safe and please stay well. I will talk to you guys next Saturday about our new hot real estate topic at sometime in the evening or afternoon. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that this video has given you a little bit of insight regarding the current eviction moratorium situation that we are all facing. With that being said, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye. P.S. Hit subscribe or like wherever it is if you feel that I have helped you guys a little bit, and please like and share. Thank you. Bye.